propagated my bit rate on through a logic gate to the palace of my fate. Well, I played my own sound and I burned it all down. I come from the digital dimension with a discrete mind and a quantum sound. I finally feel whole when I'm fully digital.
Howdy folks, Indestructicon here with another Borderlands build video. This time we will be looking at my updated Super RoBros. It's one of my favorite builds and it seemed to be a pretty popular one, so I wanted to go through and tune it up a little bit. In the comment section I also got a lot of comments about using the messy breakup, which I love the messy breakup. In fact, if you want to look at my Raging Spirit flak build, that's the primary weapon and primary crux of that whole build. But I saw a lot of people wanting to see it with a pet build, so we're going to look at that today. I have two different versions of this build, one kind of more classic like the old one, and then an updated messy breakup version. So let's just get into it here. The skill tree is going to be the same for both of them, so that's why I decided to throw a couple little versions together, so you won't need to change anything around here. So we have 5 points in Gotta Go Fast, 5 points in Success Eminent, we have 1 point in Combat Veterinarian, 3 points in Throat Ripper, I have 1 point in Take This, I have 5 points in Monkey Do, 1 point in Woolly Armor, 4 points in Fuzzy Math. This is an important one. Monkey Do's an important one, and Throat Ripper are our main skills we want out of this. Excuse me, I'm sorry, that coffee is not sitting well with me, but if you've seen my videos, you're probably used to that by now. And we are not taking the capstone here. I just think we don't need it. Our shields are doing just fine. Oops, let me pop out that little class mod real quick. Okay, in our blue tree we have 5 points in Ferocity, 3 points in Persistence Hunter, we got 1 point in He Bites, 5 points in Frenzy, 1 point in Psycho Head on a Stick, and 1 point in Mutated Defenses. In our orange tree here we have 5 points in Interplanetary Stalker, 3 points in Leave No Trace, 5 points in Hunter's Eye, we have what we got here, 3 points in Head Count, we have 3 points in Big Game, I got 3 points in The Most Dangerous Game, 5 points in Grim Harvest, 1 point in Galactic Shadow, and 1 point in Megavore. And we have nothing in the green tree in this version. So I think that's all the trees. So let's get on to the gear now. This is what really separates the two versions here. So for the first version, we will be looking at the what I was using before, the Faulty Star, which I still love and I think is very powerful. We are using the Red Fang for both versions. And so for the skills here, for the Faulty Star version, we want to use the Warloader, and then we want to go with Gamma Burst, Atomic Aroma, and Empathetic Rage. So for the weapon, I'm still using the Cash Infused Reflux. I just love this gun. It's a great gun. I'm trying to roll while Gamma Burst is active, gain 115% bonus radiation damage. You don't really want to use on action skill end, because your action skill, the Gamma Burst, is going to be up most of the time and you won't get much benefit from it. Also just have a little distributor here. And I'm carrying a hive, which will explain the rockets in the next build. But with both of these, you basically have unlimited rockets. So find yourself a good rocket launcher you like to work in. For the grenade, this build, the Faulty Star version, the cloning gas call is really, really good. Because the Warloader is why I'm choosing it with this one, will also throw out grenades, and they are insanely strong. So I definitely like the gas call or something like that. Just keep in mind, any grenade you use, the damage is going to be greatly amplified by the Warloader when it throws it. So for the artifact here, I did decide to go with an atom bomb. This is an area where you can experiment and play with some different ones here. I just went full radiation, and it seemed to be working pretty good. So let's get on to the messy breakup version of this now. So we have the messy breakup, and actually for this one, I'm going with the old school pearl. I haven't used a pearl in a build in a long time, and I'm not 100% on this. You guys can correct me if you're wrong, if I'm wrong, but this seems to apply to the satellite projectiles, and I was getting some very good results using the pearl. Now, for this, we're actually switching up from a robot, and what was I going with here? Let's see. You can go with I prefer one of the animals with this build. I'll explain why here in a minute. So, messy breakup procs. Let's see. Let's read it here. When your shield breaks, a temporary drone will come to your aid. Now, this is going to work incredibly well with, we have Throat Ripper for increased critical hit chance, and then Fuzzy Math. So, every time your pet's shield drops to 0 and you get a critical, or your pet gets a critical, it's going to tick up that shield just a tiny bit. That's going to get knocked down again by an enemy. Then it's going to tick back up. You see where I'm going with this? That little, your pet shield will keep ticking down and above. So it'll basically keep breaking and filling a whole bunch. And that's why you're getting so many satellites with the messy breakup. So also, of course, Megavore. Anytime you crit or your pet crits, you're both refilling your shield a little bit. So that's why messy breakup turned out to be really fun and getting out a whole lot of satellites. Now also, as I explained in another video at some point, where was it? Leave no trace. Now this says when Flak scores a critical hit, there is a chance for 1 ammo to be added to their magazine. Now what this does not tell you is that when your pet gets a critical hit, you get an ammo to your magazine. So when you have your pet getting crits here and you're getting crits, that's why I said earlier about carry some rocket launchers, because you'll basically have unlimited rockets. Now this works with both versions, but the messy breakup will be hitting so many crits that your ammo will be filling up super quick. So I'm a big fan of it. This was a super fun build. It seems like I'm probably missing something, which I'll amend in the comments if I am. But that's the basic idea of it. And this is my best pet build. It's one of my favorite flak builds. And I hope you guys like it. I also just wanted to say thank you to everyone subscribing and commenting. There have been some pretty good little conversations in the chat. On one of my Skyrim videos, some guys are putting up some excellent tips to help with survival mode. And thank you to the comments for the messy breakup suggestion for a pet build. And it's just been great. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and try to keep cranking these out as much as I can. And I will see you guys on the next one. Cheers. Thanks.